right, we're back. Welcome back, Andrew. And we are
Welcome back,
the
Brand.
Wayback Dad Show. I'm your host, Brandon.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're Wayback Dads and we're back.
And we're
Not that
back.
anyone cares, but we took a little break.
Yeah.
We took a little break and now we're back.
Speaking out into the,
Yeah. It was summer though, as dads, we had a lot of crap going on, a lot of holidays, a lot of vacations, things we just wanted to do with the kids. So we took some
time to reevaluate the show,
and reevaluate.
to rethink things, to kind of come back fresh and revision how we think this whole thing is going to go and how we're going to talk. And
Yeah.
what are your thoughts, Brand?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to, I think, like we talked about, make it more of an open show, make it more general. Our ideas here the title was Wayback Dad, we're just saying, because it kind of was born from our constant ability to just talk about Dragon Ball and our
Yeah.
love for that. But now, instead of the Wayback Dads, we're just saying we're just the Wayback Dad Show because we want to keep it more general to the things that interest us as longtime friends and just millennials that are in our mid-30s now with kids, how that impacts our lives. And as I was just saying here before we started recording, you remember thinking about it recently, the name, even Wayback Dads. I realized it has like a double meaning, at least for me. Where like we came up with it was Wayback Dads because we go way back, but it's also like the project, what we're doing, what we're trying to do here in general. It's like the way back to ourselves, to pieces of us, even just talking about our passions, creativity. For you, I know music. For me, sometimes writing or other things, sports. It's just a way back to reconnect with each other, with ourselves. And then, if anybody ends up watching the show, hopefully it gives them something to think about and just relates to them. And, whether you're a dad who has no time for anything and just trying to get back into some type of passion or a mom or any type of parent or anyone. So that's kind of where we are right now, I think. We're still trying to figure this all out, but we'll figure it out as we go. And it's just something we're trying to get into and to be a bit more creative.
Yeah, that's right. I completely agree with everything you just said there, especially the creative part. And we're taking a step back. So we were laser focused in on Dragon Ball Z in uh, our first go at this, and
Yeah.
now we thought, we want to kind of broaden the horizon and open it up to more topics, things that we really liked growing up, things that we enjoyed, certain common things that we can relate on that really made a major impact on our lives, just kind of things that make us feel good. And to Brandon's point, it does feel like every year that goes by, we get less and less time to ourselves to kind of think through and figure out what we're doing and have a moment to kind of decompress. So this is also serving as that decompression hour for us as well. So we hope it does that for you as well.
Yeah, for real. Because life is busy, man. It never stops. Before we got on here, like I said to you, it was like I felt underprepared for this. We talked about it a few weeks ago, but I've had no time to really look at what we even talked about, notes. So we're kind of winging it here today, a little bit. We talked a little before. We know where we want to go with it, but the point is, I guess, to just show up, just get it done. Because that's what happens, right? Things we're passionate about. Like I've had stories in my head, like I've told you many times, stories written down in notebooks. I look at the notebook, the date I put in there was like 10, 15 years ago. Because I just put it off. I don't do it. I just I put some random notes down. I have this idea in my head and swirls in the air forever. Sometimes it's just about sitting down doing it, even if you're not fully prepared.
Yeah, it's so we have the best intentions to get a well-produced show, and then just time hits us and all the other responsibilities, and then just decompression time. Because the kids are a lot, but they have the moments where you're like, wow, I'm so glad I have kids. But then there's the other moments where you're just like freaking out,
exhausted.
Exhausted or just angry. I feel like the anger
I feel very
courses through
angry.
my veins. Yes.
I'm raging.
I'm raging. Yeah, it's just like, stop touching the light switch, please. I've told you 1,000 times. I don't want the light switch on,
Putting up
or off
decorations,
or
man.
whatever. Oh,
Constantly
yeah.
yelling,
Yeah.
don't touch, stop.
Yeah.
Stop touching it. It's a decoration, not a toy.
She picks
Bad
up the
day.
pumpkins and
Yeah.
she's throwing them. Stop throwing the
Yeah.
pumpkins. Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop it.
we learned with, Luca, so we got, like, softer decorations for inside or for places where they can reach, or at least where Mason can
Oh,
reach
that's
now.
smart.
Because Luca's older, so he doesn't bother too much, and he listens when we tell him to stop, for kind of listens. But Mason, he's Callie's age, so he's, 2-ish, around the 2 age, and so I just put things where he can't reach them, or we bought, some soft pumpkins to put in spots that we know he can reach. But still, we're like, stop. Because then he throws it, then a dog goes after it. She thinks someone's playing with her, throwing a ball. So I'm like, come on, you're killing me from every angle. Kids playing with it, the dog's trying to get it. So it's just, yeah, it's lots of yelling.
Rage.
Rage. Stop it. Yeah. So, how you guys doing with the decorations?
Yeah,
Going
so
after them?
we bought pumpkins for her birthday party
Real
on November
pumpkins?
2nd. Yeah, like real pumpkins, and we bought them like 4 months ago. No, I mean, we bought them a while ago,
Don't they
like
go bad?
the beginning of September, because Robin was afraid that there wouldn't be any pumpkins. So we bought them, and then
Like in general, like all the pumpkins would just be gone.
yeah, she was afraid that, yeah, there would be like a pumpkin scarcity or
I
something,
don't think they're
like,
tariffs. I
yeah,
don't know. I could check on that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think we're
yeah.
good on pumpkins. I think they're. I think
Right, so we bought them real early, and then the other day they started, like, you could see the pumpkins in the background, they started to,
yeah,
like,
they
mold
rot.
a little bit.
That's all.
So,
Why'd you get them so early?
yeah, they definitely rot, and yeah, so she lacquered them up with bleach and then, like,
You haven't
and
handled them.
rubbed it with olive oil, and they're all shiny now. So,
What are you doing with them?
we're waiting for her birthday party in 2 weeks, that's what we're doing with
It's a rotting pumpkin.
we're
Go
we're
buy more
we're
pumpkins.
try
That's to Home Depot.
we're look, we're trying we're trying to preserve them. We've consulted
That's great. I love it.
the books, like the
It's so funny just because like how different we are. I would have just thrown them out, bought new ones. You guys are trying to save them, like reading books and like
well,
olive
yeah,
oil or something or bleach.
I I was joking with Robin. I was like, we might as well just consult the Egyptians. Maybe they have some kind of pumpkin
Oh my
mummification
god,
ritual or something.
that's hilarious. I mean, hey, power to you. Save them pumpkins.
Yeah, yeah. So we're saving those
Oh my god.
pumpkins. I told Robin, I said, look, we could just buy new ones, and she was, I'm not trying to throw Robin under the bus, but I just did.
That's great. I mean, hey, but I mean,
But
she really likes those pumpkins.
I mean, that's a
Well,
good debate. All right, here we go. So we can speak to the audience. What would you do?
yeah,
Comment
for real.
below.
Like, yeah, if you see this,
Would,
let us know
would
because I'm curious.
right? Would you keep the pumpkins and try your best to preserve them, or would you buy new pumpkins like Brandon?
Yeah, like once they
All
start
right,
rotting,
comment below.
especially because you have a couple more weeks.
Right. Yeah, we bought them. I think we bought them in like maybe end of
That's
September.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well,
we were afraid of the pumpkin scarcity, the great drought of pumpkins in 2025.
they do. They make a lot of pumpkin spice this time of year, so
Right.
yeah, I just use
Right.
all the pumpkins. But that was great. I needed that.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad I could give you a good laugh at
Well,
my
I also had
expense.
half a gummy. I also had half of that, like a little THC gummy, so I'm a little buzzed. But hey,
It's a nighttime show now too.
yeah,
So
yeah, this is adults
that's
only.
right.
We're talking about drugs now.
That's right. No kids are listening to this.
But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, where are we going with that? I don't know. We're decorated.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got no real pumpkins all outside, but we just got those like a week or two ago.
We kept all the pumpkins inside because we were afraid the squirrels were gonna eat
Yeah,
them.
that's happened to us last year.
That
So
does
far, not
happen.
this year, but last year that happened. But yeah, not to talk about it again, but like we bought them ours like 2 weeks ago, and even then I was like, I hope these last till Halloween.
Yeah.
Probably this shit like 3 weeks, 4 weeks before that. Stuck keeping it. It's all 2 more weeks. That's great.
So your decorations are all up. I mean, we don't really have the pumpkins are our decorations.
Yeah, we got some other stuff. I mean, a lot of pumpkins, but we bought these bats that go up for the windows. So outside they're like, lit up. So we got those in the window, lit up pumpkin.
That's cool.
So yeah, relatively simple. They don't do too much. Uh, yeah, but it's a lot of pumpkins.
It's a lot of pumpkins.
Yeah.
I think we got like 36. I think so. Different shapes and
Wow.
sizes everywhere.
And you're bleaching them all.
I didn't bleach them, Robin did.
Oh, you good? That's great.
I told her we'll just buy new ones. She wanted to, I mean, look, I'm not complaining. She wanted
I
to
mean, especially if it's
preserve
36.
them.
I thought it was just like those three behind you.
No,
That's 36. You bleach at 36.
there's a whole box
My
of
God.
I was gonna say potatoes, but pumpkins right behind me.
Potatoes would have
I don't
lasted
know
long.
what. Yeah. Yeah, the potatoes would have been better. We could paint the potatoes.
Oh, you good? Well, yeah, kids, man. We just took them to the aquarium. That was Mason's first time there.
Camden?
Yeah. Veg aquarium.
That place is awesome.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it was crowded, man. Like there was a
Oh,
line to get
yeah.
in. We took a day off. We went on a Monday, but I guess I wasn't thinking because like it was Columbus Day, and a lot of people are already. So
Oh, wow, you took
there was a
yeah.
line to get in. Once we got in, it wasn't really that bad. It was just the line to get in was really long. It took forever, but there were pumpkins in there, so it was like Halloween themed, which is cool.
There are pumpkins there
They
too.
pumpkins though, because they're like, we're not switching these out every couple weeks or bleaching
Right.
them.
Well, yeah, I hope they don't bleach their pumpkins.
But yeah, I want
Have some kids, like, licking it and
both.
then going to the hospital,
Yeah.
you know?
What's the Halloween being for Halloween?
Callie's a Dalmatian.
No, nice. It's like 101
How about
Dalmatians.
Luca and Mason?
They're
Yeah, 101.
Yeah. Does she like it? Does she watch that movie? One Dalmatians.
She loved that movie.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I used to love that movie. I got to show it to them. Luca and Mason are to be Spider-Man and Hulk again in the
Oh,
superheroes. Yeah.
nice.
So
That's awesome.
Mason, the smaller one's gonna be the Hulk, and Luca is Spider-Man.
Mason's gonna be the Hulk.
Yeah,
That's great.
we just got his guy. He just tried it on tonight. And it was hilarious. He's going, hush, mom. And he's running around, running back and forth. Luca, these damn Halloween costumes, man, they're never right. They never fit.
No, they've never been right. No.
Luca's, we got to size up because we figured it better be a little big. But like the pants are like super long. So they're like under his feet. We have to like roll up the tops or like his waist. We have to roll it up like 2-3 times to get it to fit right. But then she's asking if we should get a smaller size. But I was like, the top part fits him. I was like, I feel like if it gets smaller, it's going to be too hard to even close because this one, you close it and it's like, fits like just right. It's like, if that part's smaller, it's not going to fit. But the bottom part's too big. I was like, we just got to keep it and just roll it up.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, did Callie get hers?
Yeah, we've actually been to a few Halloween things.
Yeah.
We've went to my company does a annual Halloween party, which is nice.
that's
They had
cool.
trunk or treat, bunch of cars with the trunks all decorated.
School does that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We didn't do it last year.
I didn't know about it until I feel like that's like a COVID thing maybe, but you know,
I
it's
never, even last year, like they had the
I've
signs
never
for it at the school.
y
I kept
yeah, I've
hearing, what the
never
frick is
heard of
this?
it
What is
either.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though, like to
Yeah, it's
see
nice.
see the creativity. And then she wore it there, and then actually this last weekend we went to visit our friend Miriam. She throws an annual holiday party, a Halloween party.
Nice.
And it was a lot of fun. She did a good job with the decor. She had like a sign that said witch's brew, and it was like the ruby red rum blood drink or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, what was it? It was Hex on the Beach was another one.
Nice.
So it was really well done. And then yeah, that was fun. So
Good stuff.
babies tried it out. How about your kids? Any parties yet or?
No, not yet. I think next weekend we're going down South Philly, so we'll be at my mom's. They're doing like the block party thing, I think. So we'll be on
Oh,
that.
nice.
I don't know. You guys going down there or not?
We're doing the Swedish Museum does like a Halloween thing at the FDR.
Oh, that's cool. I
So
didn't
we
know.
go there. We're going there, I think, next Saturday.
Nice. Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll be somewhat close. We'll be, our old neighborhoods, your old neighborhood.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're FDR Park, you said? No, we're not there. There
Yeah.
was something else my mom mentioned around there, but it wasn't at FDR. I don't know what she was talking about. But yeah, that's the only thing we're doing really. And then I guess Halloween. When's Halloween? It's a Friday, right? So probably trick or treat around our neighborhood like we did last year. At least it's Friday. The last couple of years have been like during the week. In the middle of the week,
Yeah.
like Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. That was just annoying. You're
Yeah.
just tired. It's like I mean, it's a Friday, so you still have to work, but at least you know the next day you don't have to work.
Yep.
But yeah, it's super annoying when you have to work, and then as soon as you're done, you want to take the kids trick or treating, and then you then you have to work the next day. It's like, you're like trick or treating, they don't want to come home, but you're like, you gotta eat dinner. You can't just eat candy. We still gotta get you home and eat dinner, and like get ready for bed, and there's a whole thing, and then like gotta get up tomorrow and work. It's
And they're all freaking juiced up from all the
yeah.
candy. Luck putting them to bed. You gotta wait for the crash.
I don't think we let them even have any last year. Really, you gotta wait till tomorrow. Like,
Yeah, that's smart. That's really smart.
is because it got too late. You're walking around and it's like they gotta go to bed
Yeah.
because they're free.
This will be the first year we're going out with her.
Yeah.
So our block is actually doing a block party this year. So
Yes.
they're gonna be I think we're gonna have table and we're gonna sit out front and then we might do a little walk around the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
that's cool. On Halloween or Friday?
Yeah, on a
Maybe we'll just
Friday.
come there. I don't know. It might sound easier.
Yeah.
We'll just hang out with you guys and tell them to walk around a
Yeah, that'd be
cul-de-sac
great.
instead of this neighborhood's just so damn hilly.
It's so hilly.
Um,
Yeah.
I gotta see. I'll see what Sarah wants to do because I know there's parts of her that like wants to do it in our neighborhood to like get to know the neighbors and things like that. But I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not like a time to talk and like hang out. Like, kids are moving. Like,
Right. You're wearing a scream mask and you're talking to Freddy
yeah, it's
Krueger.
like you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll keep you posted because that sounds a lot simpler. Besides the driving part, but it's close.
Yeah.
Um,
You're only going 9 minutes.
yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. But that sounds fun. That's kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
like one of the cool things I live in. You guys are in like a cul-de-sac type thing, so it's like that's nice.
Yeah, it is. It's so funny because we lived here 7 years now, and we just started talking to our neighbors like
Yeah,
2 years
there's not
ago.
always a reason. But you said you guys had like
Yeah,
a block party or something a little bit ago, right?
right. Yeah, so we got together, and everybody likes each other, so we want to try it again.
Nice,
So we're slowly building the community, which is
nice,
nice.
good stuff.
Yeah,
What else you been getting into? I mean, I know you told me you made some music, you made music, you made an
yeah, that's
album.
a great segue. Thank you.
So
I
yeah,
actually had it.
some of our passion too, man.
Yeah, I had it queued up here. Let me just bring
Yeah,
it
let's hear
up.
it.
So here is the website. So everyone check it out, phillyrivers.com. And we got some music here. You listen to it on Spotify. And that's my bio. See
Look
this
at that
beautiful
guy.
man?
I know that guy.
So you know that guy. Yeah, everybody, visit the website and even better, let me share my other screen here. Take a look at. So this is the album. It's on Spotify, everybody. Let's see what else we got. A little preview. All right, everyone. So
Oh,
that's
man.
check it out. Check it out. That's just a little teaser.
Yeah,
But
that's cool,
Philly
man.
Rivers 24th, the album released on September 24th.
Trying to be like Taylor
And
Swift.
yeah, check it out. I'm Taylor Swift knockoff. Generated 100% with AI, but using my lyrics, my chords,
Okay.
my songs, all melodies, everything was written by me. Just used AI to finish it off because
Was we had?
a lot of that production stuff is a little bit over my head. I tried my best to do it. I bought like thousands of dollars of equipment over the years, and now I'm actually trying to sell that. And next podcast, I'll have the link to those items so you can buy them. But I'm going to be selling a lot of my musical gear because I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, hey, dude. I've been using AI to try to write because this is we get like we've said many times, we have no time. And that is
Yeah,
one of the
we have no
beauties
time.
of AI is it speeds things up and makes things easier. Like you said, you had all that equipment, and I've seen you make music. I've heard it. It just takes time. You could do it. It takes time. But
Yeah.
this AI stuff, like whatever you use, it helped you. You turned into a music producer. You wrote the music. You did all this, and that. And you had a program to help you put it together. Yeah, I know AI is a touchy subject for some people.
A lot, yeah.
But
There's a lot of people who that really hate it, and I almost feel like they're boycotting my music at the moment. But I
I'm sure there
feel
are
like
some
you give
people
it,
that
like,
would.
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, we've had that conversation where at this point, it's like, in my view, it's adapt or die. It's not
yeah,
going anywhere. You can boycott all you want. It
right,
will be abused, like all things are. our
Oh, yeah.
social media became abused, AI will be abused, and it will be used for in a way it shouldn't. Like if you use it, I think the way you used it, the way I try to use it with my writing is use it as a tool, something to help you along. Like I've said many times, even with the writing, it's like most of the time it gives me stuff that I don't like. And even just that helps me think creatively and think, okay, I don't like this. Why don't I like this? What do I want? And then I'm able to do it. You know, where you get writer's block. So kind of the thing I use, the tool I use is supposedly made by writers, and they did it as a way to help with writer's block. Initially, it was the initial thing. And it's a tool. It helps to organize everything in one place. It puts it together. It gives me outputs of outlines with all my ideas. And then a lot of it I don't like, so I have to send it in a different direction or I have to edit it. And, I do a lot of the editing myself and just write in certain things within like the prose or whatever it is. I'm sure it's probably the same with the music. You said you wrote all the music. Was your
Right.
stuff. Yeah, I put it together. But there are, again, the abuse parts. If there are creepy things. Like I see, seeing videos of people, celebrities. I'm like, unless they gave permission to use their likeness or their voice, that's weird. And there needs to be laws against that.
Yeah.
And I know
I
there's
agree with that.
creative people who like see generated images like, well, that looks like this style. That's copyright. And I was like, I'm not saying they're wrong, but I said AI is not going away.
No. You're right, though. There does have to be some kind of guardrails around
Yeah, 100%.
people's likenesses and images
Yeah.
and who they are.
Voice even, like, it's
Right.
to do the
Especially
voice, it's crazy.
yeah. The thing with the internet too, with social media, everybody's been putting their voice out there for so
Yeah.
long, so it's
Your
probably
images
not
are
that
out there, everything
hard.
about you is
Right.
readily accessible for AI to use and just create a
Exactly.
new you.
And create a whole new you who did and said things that don't even comport
Yeah,
with who you are and what you think and all that stuff.
and it's so hard to spot these days. Like, I feel like I can
Oh,
tell
yeah.
pretty well. Like, when I'm on social media, I can feel like I could tell, okay, this is definitely not a real person. Usually I'm
Yeah.
right, but it's getting scary good, getting especially, I mean, I'm thinking about all these old people who don't know who could get tricked anyway, and then they're not gonna
Oh,
believe
yeah.
anything anymore.
Yeah, the old people are
You
fucked.
could just send
I
them a
mean,
video of a newscaster being like, "Here, aliens are here," and they would just take it. They would just, "Holy shit, it was
it's the
aliens."
rapture. Yeah.
Must have. Oh my god, but yeah, man, it's crazy. It can be a
Yeah, it
great
is.
tool,
Well,
but like I said, there's gotta be regulations, limits. I feel like whatever
definitely.
any AI tools, if they output stuff, there has to be something in there that shows you it's AI.
Yeah, I
Like
agree. Like some
with
kinda almost like a
a
watermark
watermark,
that
yeah,
you can't get rid of.
that you can't get
Yeah.
rid of. Yeah, it has to be there. And even if like someone can edit it out, figures out a way, it's got to be like in the code somewhere,
Right.
even in the background somewhere. And it might be. It
Yeah, it's
might.
in the
I'm sure
bits
there's
and bytes.
probably something in the background of in like in the coding of these images or videos that would say where it came from. But I think there needs to be something
Yeah.
like explicitly done, like purposely done in the coding that says this is AI if you need to go that far. But yeah,
Yeah, well, I don't know it that well, but I know that Ethereum or any of these cryptocurrencies do provide like a ledger of
okay.
items. So if the AI was kind of put into more of a crypto framework
Right.
where every image that was created had to have a unique token assigned to it and you can't get rid of it kind of thing,
Yeah, that's good.
then that could solve the problem, at
Yeah,
least a
probably
certain
so.
amount of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, like I said to you before with AI, you're using it as a tool. Like people were mad when I've read stories too, like in articles from back in that time, and people were when Photoshop came out. There's graphic designers were pissed. Really, this isn't design.
Yeah.
This isn't. So a lot of same things. I mean, it's different, but it if you use it as a tool, it's phenomenal. And especially for people like us, we don't have the budgets. Like you said, you created a little studio for yourself. It took like so much money and time.
So much money, so
Nowadays,
much time.
we're older, we got kids, jobs. We don't have that time. We can't.
This stuff is just collecting dust,
Yeah, we can't.
taking up space.
Chase our passions like we maybe could have or should have when we were 20 and like had nothing to
Right.
lose. For us, that time's gone. So Like AI is helpful.
It's very
Even
helpful.
during this
Right.
podcast, we use a little bit of AI. It helps us in editing.
Absolutely.
'Cause we don't have time to just sit there and edit videos for hours. I got kids
Nope.
running around. I got a job. I got a wife who wants to go places.
Yeah, no, a
And
wife that wants to spend time with
spend
like,
time. Yeah.
if you're lucky, you have a wife that wants to spend time with you, but yeah,
Well,
like, a wife that wants to be around
yeah.
you know, and genuinely wants to spend time.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my spiel on AI. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to add into that just to kinda maybe capstone it here.
Yeah.
The AI really helped me out. I had literally the album's called 24 because my goal was to write 24 songs by the time I was 24 years old, and I accomplished that. But then I didn't realize that it's, to actually you can write the songs, that's great, but you actually have to, like, produce the songs.
Book.
So
Ebook.
then Right. Yeah. So then I went on this whole journey of like for the last 12 years because I'm 36 now. I went on this journey of, buying equipment, buying all this music and audio equipment
Yeah.
and guitars and cables, spending and thousands of dollars, pedals, software, all this stuff just to find out that when I started recording the music in the software,
Yeah.
it would take all the fun and joy out of it for me, and it got away from what made the thing really fun, which was making the music and
Right.
and expressing myself.
Yeah.
So then, flash forward, I'm sitting here, I got this constant reminder, like I'm at my work desk and I'm surrounded by all my musical instruments, and every single day I look at them and they're just saying, play me. And I'm like, no, I can't play you. I have to work. I have to be a father. I have to do these things. I have to
Like an
be,
old man,
personable. Yeah. It's like, "Play me," and I'm like, "No, I can't do it." And then I'm just like, yeah, it's just terrible. It's like the worst feeling ever. Anyway, so then I'm like, "Alright, well, how the hell" like, I have this goal. My goal originally so every year, my wife and I set goals, like, for, like, what we'd like to do throughout the year. So, like, for example, read 3 books or, write a paper. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. I
And
got you.
so one of my goals was to take one of these songs, just one, and record it professionally. And so we got to like August and I didn't make any steps towards that. And by the way, this has been my goal for the last 12 years was just to do one song or any song. And every
Really?
year the same thing happens. The whole year goes by and nothing gets done. And so or what happens is I'll just like make a bunch of other fun songs and I'll never get to making the song that I really want to make. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
I feel you.
I started looking into solutions, found I was originally gonna buy a whole slew, like $800 worth of new software, and right, yes, that was the wrong move, and I'm so glad that I instead of doing that, I just bought I looked into I found Suno, and I was like, "Oh, what's this? Let's see if I could upload my music and see if it can, like, take it and finalize it,"
Sponsor us,
and it
Suno.
did, and I was right.
Sponsor us.
Props for Suno, please sponsor us. We will do a Suno session on every
I mean,
show
you literally
where
use your
we
product and plugged it, and
right,
that's
and I made an
it is
album
a legit
with your
product. It's a
product.
legit product. It
Right.
works. It works for you. You
So,
made your album.
give us money, please. We'll do ads for you. Go to suno.com and make your AI dreams come true today. So
Nice.
like that's my dream came true literally using Suno.
Yeah.
Instead of doing one song, I was like, well, now I could just do all the songs.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it was only instead of $800, I only spent $96.
That's a
And
little
that's for a
better.
whole
A
year.
little better.
That's a lot better because I have a whole year of it now for $96. I can
Make your
generate
next album.
250 songs a month. So do the math. That's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I don't want to do the math right now, but
No, I never
just
want
do
to do
the
that.
math, everyone. I think it's 3,000 songs,
Yeah,
but
that's awesome, man. Yeah. I mean, I feel you with like I said, I have stories for 10, 15 years, some of them. I set goals for myself sometimes and never happens. Even when I started using AI, and I just realized it's been probably like 3 years almost since I started paying for it. And I've gone further than I ever did before. I got ideas down finally and started developing it. But then think life happens. I'll work on it for a couple weeks, be super into it, and then I get distracted and then I leave it for months. And it never happens. We'll see in 2026. I'm waiting for January. I'm gonna like do what you do. Like my goal for this year is to finish one damn story. Like with the
yeah.
AI, one damn story, one of these ideas that I have in this books, get it crossed off that I got it down in some way, shape, or form. I mean, one of the stories I've been working on, I literally have 3 different versions of it because I kept starting over. Because again, the AI was helpful, but it doesn't always go the way I want it to go. You know, it doesn't make it to put it the way, so I gotta start over. Sometimes it's because of that. Sometimes it's just I have a different idea. I'm like, I want to keep this here, but I want to try something else. They open a new folder. And that's helpful too with the AI, the way it works. I have 3 different folders with 3 different versions of this story. One's like a long form, one's like a short story version, which makes it very different. So it's just, yeah, AI, use it as a tool, don't abuse it, but we'll abuse it anyway.
Yes. So that you've ran into one of the problems I've always faced with creativity is the unlimited amount of ways you can go
Right.
to do the same
It's
thing.
overwhelming.
You could yeah, you could go a million different ways and still not find the right
Yeah,
direction.
and that's why half the time I end up stopping, because I get overwhelmed
Yeah.
and I get like it just becomes more stressful than enjoyable because I'm like, "Fuck, I didn't think about this. Fuck,
Yeah.
like, this version is gonna take too long. This one, it felt good. I had the juices flowing for a little bit, then all of a sudden I'm stuck. I'm like, where am I even going with this?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Screw it." And then I leave it for a long time, and then all of a sudden I realize it's been 2 years.
That's how I felt about the audio production
Yeah,
software. So I had 1,000 different or actually it might have been 20,000 different musical samples or
yeah,
sounds that you can get.
yeah,
And so just imagine like clicking one by one and hearing the song over and over and
yeah,
over and over and over and
right.
over and over and over and over again in different versions.
Mhm,
And it's just one aspect of the song. Like I'm not even listening to the full song. I do that now with Suno, but at least you get a fully produced
yeah,
song. So now I'm just kind of like listening to it, okay, I don't like it, I don't like it. This is a good one, and
mhm,
then I'll go to, I'll save it. Maybe I'll build on that idea, but
yeah,
the infinite possibility is definitely a major problem. Like I like
yeah.
having limited options.
Me
Like give me
too.
3 options,
Like, I'd rather go to a
and
restaurant
then
with a smaller menu. I hate it
yeah,
when they have
that's such a
gigantic
good
menus. I'm like, "You're killing me today."
I hate the Bible restaurants, like,
Yeah.
where it's not like they have a Bible on the table, I'm just talking
No,
about,
I
like,
know
it's
what
a
you
it's
mean.
a
A lot of pages.
menu that looks like a Bible,
Yeah,
and you
I hate
open it
it.
up, and it's like there's no way that the chef is proficient or
Yeah.
adequate at cooking, like, a quarter of these
Yeah.
things, let alone any of you it's almost like you're playing, like, roulette or something where you're just
Yeah.
rolling the ball in, and you're hoping it drops in the right
Right?
ball, and you get the right pick
Yeah.
and the chef is really good at making burgers. I mean, it's
But yeah, I'm with you,
just
man.
so happened they're really good at making salmon.
Yeah, narrow shit down for me. That's what I want. Don't give
Yeah,
me 16 choices. Give me 4. Like, good
right.
ones. Not necessarily in restaurants, just anything.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
yeah.
look for simplicity in anything I do. Even
Well,
looking at tools,
that's
AI
kind of
tools. We were looking at tools. I was like, the one you showed, I was like, that has a lot going on. Like the
yeah, it
other ones
does.
look. I'm sure they all do very much the similar things. The other ones are a little bit less, looked a little less complicated. Or
Yeah,
well, the one just had too many options. It was like doing too many things. I'm like, I'm going to spend 20 minutes just trying to figure out what I want to do, and then I'm spend another 20 minutes thinking, do I even like this? And let me try something else. Let me try the next feature, and then
and then by the last 20 minutes, you're gonna think how tired you're getting and how
yeah.
you don't care
And I've only
anymore.
gotten through 4 out of 20 options. It's too much. Simplify things. Simplify is my motto.
Yeah, simplify is the way to go. That's definitely been my mantra for even, like, my house right now. Like, I wanna
Oh my
simplify
god.
my desktop setup. I wanna simplify my guitars and my musical instruments.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell it all. So that's the goal. I wanted to finalize here. I think we should do a new segment, and, you let me know if you like this idea, but we should have a segment where we pull together a bunch of deep fakes and real videos, and we try to
Yeah.
discern, we try to say, is this real or fake?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down for that.
For the yeah, let's
I'll see
that could be a fun
who can
little
spot the fake, who can spot the AI.
right, right.
It is going,
Like I'll
man.
pull together 2 or 3, you pull together 2 or 3, and
Yeah,
we'll
I'm down.
play.
Let's
Yeah,
remind each other of that or give each other times. I know I'm gonna forget. So
yeah,
if we're trying to do that next episode, we gotta remind each other in advance,
definitely.
or we could do it in the 3rd episode or whatever. But yeah, I like
Yeah,
that idea because it's getting interesting out there.
yeah,
All right. What else are we talking about today? We talked some about our creativity, our show, where we're going with this thing. Hoping it's, again, open forum. So if anyone's
yeah,
listening, you got comments, you let us know. If you're a millennial dad out there, we're here for you. This is what we are. We are tired
That's
millennial
right.
dads. We one of the things we talked about too recently was our childhood shows, and some of them that we're showing the kids. For me, I showed them Out of the Box. I don't know if anyone else remembers that. Andrew didn't remember. Maybe he just didn't watch it. Maybe I don't know. But Out of the Box,
I didn't ri
it was just, basically. I mean, obviously there's adults in it, so there's two adults, and I guess the premise is they watch kids in their neighborhood and they put it's imagination. So they like put together all these boxes and then they go inside the boxes, and then all of a sudden, on the other side, they're in this gigantic house, and it's supposed to be that they're inside all the cardboard boxes. So it's just it was a fun show about using creativity, imagination. They do some songs, but yeah, I had Luke and Mason watch it, and they were into it for a little bit. They watched a bunch of episodes over a course of like a week. Mason still kind of sings the song, doesn't do it right, but like the ending song where it's like so long, farewell to you, my friend. And like Mason will just randomly, he hasn't watched it in a couple weeks now, but he'll just randomly be like, farewell, my friend. First, I couldn't understand what he was trying to sing. And then he gets the rhythm, but he says it like on the rhythm and I was like, oh, it's from the show. I was like, so you did like it. So they did like the show.
Yeah.
And I've seen other posts, people talking about showing their kids older shows for kids because they're not as I don't know, crazy. Some of these kids shows are crazy
Yeah.
these days and make them all
The
wired up.
kid shows are really crazy.
I mean, most of the time they just want to watch YouTube and all these random videos. And who knows who's making them?
Yeah, stick with the 90s shows and you're fine.
Yeah, luckily they've gotten into superheroes. Like I said, they're going as Spider-Man and Hulk for Halloween, like. So now they'll watch those shows. And like the kids one, like there are like a Disney Kids like Spider-Man show. But I'd much rather than be watching that than some of these YouTube shows. And some
Oh, yeah.
YouTube shows are like geared for kids, but like they're just weird. I can't
They're
even
so
describe
weird.
them. Like if anyone out there, if you don't have kids, I don't even know what to tell you to look for. Just if you want to look on YouTube for like cars for kids or like anything like that, because my kid's in the cars. And there's some of the weirdest things. Like these weird people just put these random videos of them playing with toy cars, and they just want to watch it all day long. And I'm like, no, like. I mean, you're not watching that much TV anywhere, but like when you are, like you watch just for like a little. At the time, we got to put on a regular show with a story, people talking,
Yeah.
not just these randos.
We've been watching for Callie, so a few items similar to the singing, she has really fallen in love with the happy birthday song, but instead of saying happy birthday to you, she says happy to
Yeah,
you, happy to
they always
you.
miss a word or
You
two
know,
in it.
yeah, so
That was
she
nice.
doesn't have birthday yet, but she loves that song.
Yeah,
And then we've been watching Hey Arnold. Love that show. We actually finished Hey Arnold. That's a
that is a
classic,
classic.
really good show. And then we've been watching Sabrina the Teenage
Wow,
Witch,
you ever
which
watch it like that stuff we watched when I was like 12, 13.
yeah, yeah.
Sabrina.
I love it. It's such a good show,
Yeah, I
and
mean, those
I'm
are
really
classics,
enjoying it.
man. TGIF Fridays,
Yeah,
Sabrina,
yeah,
Boy Meets World.
yep,
That was
classics.
awesome.
And then what was the other one? There's one more song, one more. I can't remember it. Oh, Blue's Clues.
Mm.
We were watching Blue's Clues, and she loves that. And you know what's nice about Blue's Clues? It kind of follows the same thing. No, the basically intro, Blue, and then you start playing Blue's Clues. You get your first clue.
Yeah.
You go inside the painting. You figure out something in the painting. You come out of the painting. There's a Blue's Clue, and then after that, you walk around and maybe you talk to Miss Salt and Mr. Pepper.
In the
The
mailbox.
opposite. Yeah, mailbox comes in and it's mail time.
It's funny.
And then after that, they do the final clue and then they sing the final happy song.
Yeah. I tried to
And
get them
then,
to watch that. They didn't. I want to try again. I don't. I remember watching Blue's Clues a bit. And what's funny about Blue's Clues too is Steve, man.
yeah.
He so he has a podcast now. It's pretty new.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Steve
it's
has a podcast?
Steve has a podcast.
Oh, I got to tell Robin.
It's
She's going
brand
to
new.
listen to that every day.
And he does it, dude. I love listening to him. He's so soothing. And it's probably my inner child. I don't know. But even during COVID, I think it was during COVID, was when he kind of like resurfaced a bit. And he put out this video and it made me teary, dude. It was Steve. He came back. He was talking to you just like he does in Blue's Clues. Like comes up to the camera, like, "Hey, it's you." Like he talks like that, and you can tell he's obvious. And he talks to like us, like people around our age, people who used to watch it, who were kids then. The way he said, "You have to watch it," and he's just like, I know I've been gone for a long time, and that was weird. Like, and then he goes on, and he's like, "But it's been a long time. You look great, and I know, life's been hard, right?" And he's like, it used to be we used to play games, this is that. Now it's bills and this, and like the way he was doing it, I was like, I needed that. Like, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like I was like, it's Steve. Like, and it was like he grew
Yeah.
up, he got older, we all got older, but you know how I can still picture myself as a kid sometimes. As like
Yeah.
visually, I can see the little kid in me, and sometimes I picture that's how I look until I look in the mirror. But, like, it was the way like, you have to find that video. I'll find it at the end of the day at some point, but, like and then, yeah, since then, he's been on another podcast I listened to, by Ray Wilson. It's his podcast. He was on that show, and that, same thing. He was just telling about his life, how Blue's Clues affected him, things he's been doing since then, how he kinda went into hiding in a way. Like, he just went away. All the stuff he'd been through, because everyone goes through shit, even Steve from Blue's Clues. And now he's got his own
Yeah.
podcast, and I only listen to, like 2 episodes, but it's just like his voice, man. It's just like a familiar voice, and he does like, he knows what he's doing. He knows who he's talking to. His audience is like former kids who used to watch him,
Yeah.
and he copies the way he was as Steve and talks to the camera or talks at you. And it's like, "Hey, welcome to my house. Do you want a cup of coffee?" It's it's cool, man. I like listening to him, and he says insightful shit. That's my plug for you, Steve. Your podcast can sponsor our podcast.
Yeah.
You plug
Oh,
Sooner, I plug Steve from Blue's Clues.
that's right. Steve, I mean, that's great because I was watching it earlier and I'm glad you said that because as I was watching Blue's Clues, I was thinking, I feel like my daughter's getting such a good education right now because he
Yeah,
had one of the episodes earlier, he had a big bag of words and he's pulling out the words
yeah,
and he's like going through all the words and like the thing was like write a poem was like the clue that
yeah,
they figured
yeah.
out.
Blue's Clues.
And
It's still on
it was
today. Like new episodes.
no, I
Still
didn't
going.
realize that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not Steve.
Now
He's
they
been
brought
gone
it
for a
back.
long time, and they made a movie where I think they had all the different like Steve came back for the movie, and it was like all the it's supposed to be like the Avengers of Steve's, like all the different like Blues Clues guys. A couple of them came back for that. I didn't watch it, but I saw the trailer. But yeah, Blues Clues is still going.
I'm still classic Blues Clues. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'd get into like any of the newer
No,
stuff.
I think after Steve, it pretty much goes downhill.
Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
he's gone,
Steve,
it's still going, but
right?
it's not the same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blues Clues was it's still pretty. I'm just glad that my daughter likes it and
Yeah.
she'll watch it. She actually hollered at me the other day because I turned it off. She's like, "Blues Clues, Blues
Nice.
Clues." I was like, "What?" She was like,
Yeah.
"Blues Clues,"
That's
and then
true,
she was like,
yeah.
"Meh."
The shows back then, they were good. We our parents back then didn't realize how good they had it with the shows. I mean, I'm sure some of them have their flaws, like anything, but they were good shows. We had
You
Blue's
know what
Clues,
is
Gullah Gullah Island.
Gullah Gullah Island was a great one.
Yeah.
I
I can't find that
I want to
anywhere.
mention you can. It's on Paramount Plus.
You told me that, but we don't have that one. Yeah, there's one streaming things we don't have.
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
yeah, that's where I'm watching I think that's where I'm watching Blue's Clues.
That makes sense. Nickelodeon. I think they were all Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it might be worth it to get it for your kids,
Mhm.
honestly, if you wanna get them off of YouTube.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Amazon's got a couple good shows for kids, so we've been doing that.
That's our Paramount Plus plug, so Paramount,
Yeah,
come on, bring those dollars. Let's
gotta keep
go.
the plugs going. Yeah, I think those. I want to get them into more some of the older stuff. But yeah, that's where we're at these days, man. Fucking YouTube is taking
Yeah.
over.
Well, the thing that's kinda scary about the YouTube takeover and just the stratification of the media sphere is that you and I had and everybody kind of our age, the millennial way back generation, we had this common culture. Like we had Dragon Ball Z, we had Blue's
Right.
Clues, we had all these things that you and I can talk about, but I don't like now it's just so fractured, like as a child, like I don't know what these kids are gonna be. Like if you're
Yeah.
just watching random YouTubes and then like
There's too
it
much.
has to be luck that your best friend also watched the same random YouTubes,
Yeah, but it goes
you
back to that
know.
same thing where it's like too many options, too much. Simplify.
Right.
Like you said, back in the day, there was no streaming, there was no any of that. It was whatever's on at that specific time.
That's what you're
And that's
watching.
what you could watch. So
Right.
everyone, yeah, and then obviously only so many shows can be on at one time. If there's a limited number of channels, they can all only play one thing. So a lot of people ended up watching the same stuff. And you had to, we were all watching it, not physically together, but in our homes at the same time. So then the next day, school or whatever, we can talk about it. Um, but
Yep.
yeah, nowadays kids can just anytime watch anything and just go on YouTube and look at random clips and they're on their own Instagram. I mean, again, it's like one of those things like AI where it's there's a lot of good, but there's abuse. People abuse it. It gets out of hand. It gets oversaturated. Um, it's just I don't know. It's a natural progression of shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we could impart on our kids and influence other millennial
Yeah,
parents to, kind of raise their kids with the 90s shows so that at least our
yeah,
kids can
just a
have
little bit.
something to talk about.
Yeah, but what can you do? I don't know. One, I mean, the other thing I'm bringing, not to change it again, but we did want to talk about this. Eagles. I've been trying to get them into watching the Eagles. I put the shirts on them. They scream Eagles. Mason tries to say the chant. He goes, "Hey, hey." Misses a few, but he's getting it.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I've
love
been
that.
having them watch the games when I can. Sometimes I want to be left alone. I literally sometimes
Yeah.
just need to be alone to watch these games because I get out of hand. They've season's been it's been a rocky moment, but I don't know. Super Bowl champs, man. We're 5-2 right now. We
Right.
just had a great
First in the
game.
NFC.
Yeah, no, yeah, we just had a great game. People want to hate on Jalen Hurts all the time, and then every time they start really hating on him, he shows up and just lights it up. And he had a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
It was
Offensively, they're averaging 24 points per game. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's not
pretty
like, and they've been struggling a little. Like,
yeah.
so like once they get together, I mean, they have a new offense coordinator again. Running game has not been there. That was the biggest thing. The biggest strength last year was the run game, and it's not to get that good. I think at some point they'll have good games, but it's not going to be what it was last year. And then
Yeah.
these media people and like obviously other fans, but so many people want to hate on Hurts and act like he's not good. It's all these preconceived notions of him from college where they were told by experts he's not going to make it in the NFL. And then he just keeps proving everyone wrong. And they had to wait like a year for him like really lose a game. Like, but they're
So
rooting.
now they can talk crap on him.
Yeah, it was like I'm like it's been a year since he's really lost a game. The only other game he lost was a game where he started, but he only played like the first quarter because he got knocked out by concussion. So he didn't even play most of the game, and they lost that game. Before a couple weeks ago, that was his only loss in like 20 games, including the Super Bowl, which he won MVP. So the people, but as soon as he loses a game, they come out acting like he's no, see, this is what we mean. Like, do you think he's gonna go undefeated? Did you think he was never going to have a bad game? Like everyone does. They just wait to pounce. But then he comes back, he shows up, and he lights it up.
Well, 117 completions on 172 attempts, 68% completion
68%,
rate.
yeah. He
Yeah,
just had a 300 plus yard game,
1,072
three
passing
touchdowns.
yards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not
Only one
only
interception.
one
That's not
interception.
bad.
Yeah. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Josh
Right.
Allen. These guys that have rocket arms. So, yeah, they can make some throws that probably he can't. But that's the majority of the league. There's only very few guys that have that strong of an arm.
Right.
Outside of that, he's a phenomenal quarterback. He's mobile and his mentality, dude. He even keeled no matter what, win, loss. He's just same mentality, same face. Although it can get annoying sometimes. Like you want to sometimes see a little bit more emotion sometimes, but he just keeps it level and he's just so focused, lasered in. When he makes mistakes, he corrects them. He's just like I always wanted that gigantic arm quarterback that could just sling it everywhere. But I wouldn't trade him for anybody. Really.
Well, he's a dual threat because he can pass and run,
Yeah.
and he's had 60 rushing touchdowns in his career.
Yeah, it's crazy. And people discount that. They don't want to, they just look at the passing numbers and are like, oh, they're not like as big as these other guys. It's like, well, if you combine his numbers, like touchdowns are touchdowns. Whether he's getting them in the
Right.
air or on the ground, if it's his touchdown, it still helps you win the game. It's still it's the same amount of points whether you throw it or run it. So you count
Yep.
all of his touchdowns. It's a lot for he's like 27. People they just love to hate the Eagles. They love to hate Eagles players. So there's so many people out
Definitely.
there that wait for them to fail.
There's a lot of Philly haters out there, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
and I
Definitely on the definitely in Texas
you
too.
can hate on the Phillies all you want right now because they pissed me off too. So my God,
Do you wanna talk about that? Let's talk about it.
yeah. I think you want to vent about it more so than anything. I like my God.
Dude, the bats were so cold.
It's the second year in a
Where's the hit?
row. It bounced,
Yeah.
embarrassingly bounced in the first round. It was bad, man.
Yeah,
I stopped watching.
the that last play where Kerkering threw the ball
Oh
and
my!
missed, all he had to do was just throw it to first, but
I didn't watch it live, thankfully, because I gave up.
yeah.
Honestly, I gave up. Even after they won the game before, I was like, I checked in on the score of the last game, and it wasn't looking good. And I was like, I'm not even watching. No way. And I'm glad
Yeah.
I didn't because if I saw that live, I might have broken my TV. I was like, when I saw it on I saw it on social media or something, like right after, it blew my mind. I thought it was AI for a second. I thought it was AI. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
Such a bad play. It had me question for a second. I was like, "Alright, did he just get paid a couple $1,000,000 by DraftKings to throw that ball 5,000 feet above the catcher's head?" You know, like, he's a
It's either
professional
that or just
athlete,
like
and
the biggest brain fart in human history.
he threw a ball like I would have thrown in high
Yeah.
school. On a really important play, I'd go and grab the ball and I go, "Ugh," and then it'd just go and it'd just like sail out in the middle of nowhere. I just watched that play and I was like, that's embarrassing. And
Oh
and
my
we
God.
pay this guy millions of dollars a year to throw the ball. And then did you hear what was the one I forget who it was. I think it was a high up on the Phillies. They said that they don't think that Bryce Harper is going to be an elite player
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, wow.
Did you hear that?
Way to encourage your player, way to encourage your fan base.
Yeah,
Like,
you're only paying him $328 million or some crazy amount of money, you know?
it's getting embarrassing. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, and
yeah,
you expect that at some point after last year and now this year there'd be changes, but they've already come out and be like, we're not really going to make any changes like coaching or anything. I'm like, all right, run it back again.
yeah.
See,
Let's watch that.
it's the definition of
Let's watch those
insanity.
bats get cold again.
It's the definition of insanity. Do the same thing over and over,
Yeah,
expect different results. That's what you're
yep,
doing.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a huge baseball guy, so I don't know. I don't know like you do. You played for a while, but even I know, like you got to change something. Manager,
yeah, oh,
like
yeah.
I would keep Hart. I mean Harper's under contract, but like was Schwarber? That's like the biggest conundrum. 'Cause it's like all year it's been sign him, re-sign him, and he's had an amazing year. But then in the playoffs, he does nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, his bat went so cold, and they rely on him, like, without Schwarber,
Yeah,
they would not have made the playoffs probably because he just
yeah,
knocks the homers
he had a
in, like
phenomenal year. And that's why
yeah,
everyone was screaming, re-sign him. You're stupid to not re-sign him. Now he's having a great year. But now everyone's like, oh, fuck him. He didn't even show up in the
right,
playoffs again.
yeah,
And they're not wrong. It's like,
yeah.
what are you guys doing?
You need him to come in the clutch. You don't need him to hit homers
Yeah.
like, he needs to hit those homers in the
It's great
playoffs.
to have a good season, but like, it brings me back to Jalen Hurts. He's been to multiple Super Bowls. He's won one already. And then everyone wants to talk about these other guys, other quarterbacks, and they've won nothing. They have great regular seasons. I'll give it to them. Dak Prescott on the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. I'll give you credit. You are the regular season stats champion. Cowboy fans, you can have that.
Yeah.
Because my quarterback wins championships.
Fantasy football
Yeah.
people, you
You
love him.
have
Yeah.
fun with your 5,000 passing yards, 40 touchdowns, and getting blown out in the playoffs. Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts shows up in the playoffs. He wins those games. He wins Super Bowls. And the Phillies don't have that. They don't have a Jalen Hurts who will show up
No.
big in the playoffs. and will will his team
Right.
to a victory. Because as much as Jalen Hurts has help around him, he's got good players. We built a good team. Like people try to act like it's a negative, but it's not. That's how you're supposed to do it. No matter the
Right.
help he has around him, there's so many times he just, even without 400 yards passing, he wills the team to win. He's the leader. He makes it happen. And the Phillies don't have that. They don't have, like, Harper doesn't do that. Schwarber doesn't do that. They're great players. They're regular season champions statistically, but in the playoffs, they don't show up.
Yep. Yeah. R.I.P. Phils, at least for this season. I was thinking about 2008 when they won and they played the Dodgers and Matt Stairs went up to bat and just knocked a home run right out of Dodgers Park.
Yeah.
That was such a clutch home run. And we just didn't have the Matt Stairs
No.
of this year that can kind of like help them push
That's
over
scary,
the.
man. I forgot about him.
Yeah. I know. He played such a pivotal role in that
Yeah.
game to beat the Dodgers.
That was great, man. I'm more of a football guy, but I remember watching those games and when they won, going down Broad Street, it was great.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll
it's so
probably be
good.
seeing at least one or two more of those.
I know.
That never happened with that crew either again, but at least they won one. I mean, we signed Harper. It's been a while now since we signed him,
Yeah.
and he hasn't got one.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money for Harper.
But anyway, we're staying here.
Anyway.
It's a Sunday, so we got work tomorrow. So we might have to, I don't know. Are we signing off now?
Is it Sunday? It's
Oh
Monday.
my God, it's Monday. See, I can't even. Yeah, I think that means it's time to get off because I holy shit, I legit thought it was Sunday for a second.
Man, I just worked a whole day today. Don't tell me I got to do it all over again.
I love how you had to think about it too. You're like, is this Sunday?
It's like, wait,
I work today.
did I not have to go to work today?
Well,
Shit. What the hell, man?
But yeah, that means it's time for me at least to get off. You can stay on and talk to yourself.
I was wondering why nobody was answering me while I was, messaging them today.
Oh my God.
No,
But
just
yeah, that's
kidding.
our show for today, I think. So,
That is our show.
we're keeping it light. We're gonna talk about many different things: passions, creativity, millennial shit, kids shit. And I'm gonna
Shit.
have some gummies, THC gummies. I might take them sometimes and be a little loose. Sometimes I might have some bourbon. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Gonna make it interesting.
Yeah, I'll keep the bourbon for when we film on a weekend. I don't want to drink during the week.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think I have
Gotta
a
be- yeah.
problem.
It's a Friday night show.
Yeah, even though I thought it was Sunday, I could have had a drink.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was a Sunday.
No, I'm saying the bourbon's on the Friday
Yeah,
night.
we
So
want to do a Friday night.
Yeah.
Like or Saturday.
you'll have a couple days to recover.
Yeah, or depending on the day, and if it's during the week, if it's a bad day, maybe I'll have one.
Yeah. Maybe.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's it
All
for us
right.
right now. We'll talk to everyone later.
Bye-bye. That's it for today's podcast. Thank you for listening. And remember, you can follow us on Instagram at Wayback Dads Just Saying. You can also find us on Spotify and YouTube. Thanks for being a part of the journey. Until next time.